Hi, my name is Christine,
And my name is Mary.
and we are sisters, and we are the co-hosts of this podcast, Dawson, Cries. Listeners, it's great to be back. Mary and I were both together last week in DC. She came down to visit. We went to see a indie concert together with our cousin.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. It was wonderful. It was really fun. We also spent Valentine's Day together, had a
Aww.
very sweet romantic French dinner. Um, but, we were a little busy. We didn't get a chance to record the pod last week, so we definitely missed you, and we're thinking about our listeners. We hope that, if you celebrate Valentine's Day, you had a really romantic, wonderful evening. If you maybe celebrate Galentine's Day, you had a great time with your girlfriends, or if you do something else, we just hope you had a good week, and we missed you, and we were thinking of sending you all a candy heart, so just know that we had that intention. So we're really excited to be back. We've just started season 4. Things are really heating up. This episode, Mary and I were talking a little bit before the pod. We both really enjoyed this one, so I'm excited to talk about it. This is season 3 of episode 4, episode 3 of season 4, and it's called The Two Gentlemen of Capeside, and Mary is going to kick us off.
Ooh, I thought it was Two Gentlemen and a Capeside.
Oh, maybe I'm not sure.
I could have written it down. This is the second episode in a row that we've had disagreement on what the title is.
Uh-oh.
Kind of embarrassing. Our comprehension skills are not up to snuff. Christine and I were basically at Entre Nous over the week, so
man.
Be jealous. No, just kidding. We were thinking of you. This episode was a ton of fun. It gets a big capital D for drama, which I love. We're back in school. I really like it when they have bits of the episode in school, because sometimes you can forget that these characters are even in high school, the way they're the antics they're getting up to.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fun to see them in the school setting.
I like how little school matters to them, too. It's school is just one small part of their lives.
Yeah, compared to their, filmmaking careers and
yeah.
their, boating stuff. The regatta. Basically, creepy country club Drue is apparently now a student at Capeside High, and he is distracting the shit out of Joey while she's trying to learn about Shakespeare. And this friggin' teacher gives her shit for it, even though it's obviously not her fault. Anyway, this was bringing back bad memories.
Oh, yeah.
Boys talking to me in school and distracting me, and me getting in trouble. It was so unfair. Because what are you gonna do? You're socialized to respond when someone says your name. Seriously, I remember this one time. This kid John was like, Mary, 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 Mary.
Oh.
Mary. And I'm like, what? And then the teacher's like, Mary. What the fuck? It is so annoying. I'm like, it wasn't me. Did you not hear John? It just drives me crazy.
That's so funny. Fucking John.
Yeah, right? So, but Joey, does not miss a beat. She knows all about the play. She gives the whole plot lowdown. She's like, yeah, I know what the plot is. It's about a girl who comes between two guys. I'm all about that life. The teacher makes this joke about two guys, a girl, and a pizza place that totally bombs.
Yeah, totally bombed.
Dawson just basically stands up and chops his head off. Dawson gives him a look like he's gonna commit a murder. He looks at him so cold. I feel like Dawson's totally lost his sense of humor. He's just all serious, very emo.
Although he looks like a surfer dude. He looks like he should be so carefree, but he's not.
Well, I think he's gonna dye his hair black or something.
That would fit, yeah.
I can see that. That's his inner mood. But Joey's yeah, this play was totally unrealistic. The cookie cutter heroes and villains, that's not real life. Real life lives in the gray. I feel like there's a constant point of contention on Dawson's Creek where Dawson's well, actually, the story's not about the girl at all. The girl's totally irrelevant. The story is about the friendship of the two guys. And then, fucking Drue has to chime in with his 2 cents, too. And he wants to set up a debate between Dawson and Joey. And then the teacher's like, oh, why don't we have a three-way debate? And I was like, oh, boy, what a lousy new character we have here. Like, this sucks. Like, oh, we get a great debate club plot. Like,
Yeah, menage a trois debate style.
Debate style. Yeah, it's like he's like Chris 2.0. Remember the three-way guy?
Yes,
Chris?
I think it was Chris.
Yeah, it's like the same shit, you know?
Yeah, they kind of look like each other too.
Oh, they all look alike.
Well,
Capeside Drue.
They really do.
Oh my god! And can I tell you, Christine? Drue spells his name Drue.
No, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I know because I saw like as soon as this episode ended, the next one popped up and it was like gave me the little summary and it's like Drue does some shit and they spelled it Drue. I was like, that is some Zach spelled Z-A-K shit.
See, that tells me that he's rich. That's like
that's a rich boy.
That's the giveaway. Oh,
of a rich boy name.
Wow, Drue Valentine.
Drue Valentine. It's funny too that his last name is Valentine when one of the characters in Two Gentlemen of Verona is named
Valentine, the hero. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
how bizarre.
Drue?
How bizarre.
Drue is definitely the villain. He's the Proteus.
Yeah, he sucks. Yeah. So, you know, we got some school plays drama. It's interesting because it doesn't really come up again. I mean, it does a bit, but...
I mean, they prepare for it. There was a lot of other drama, though.
But you never see the debate.
Do they have time? I mean, I think maybe the next episode? I don't know.
Maybe. I feel like it doesn't so often pick up the next day, you know?
That's true. I mean, I feel like it's been like 3 months. I think that was what they said since the previous episode.
Yeah. I don't know if 3 months since the previous or 3 months since Joey and Pacey got together.
Okay.
But
I just remember them saying 3 months, and I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, 3 months since Dawson, flipped out at them. Yeah, 3 months.
Yeah, it's like, that is a long time.
That's a big jump. We're never going to figure out who won the debate.
No, I think it's lost.
I think it doesn't matter who won the debate.
We all know Joey's going to win, though, really.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they really just needed to talk it out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So they decide they're gonna So then we jump over and we're with Jen, and she's skipping school because she wants to listen to her angry girl band.
Oh, Jen, I love you. Like hell yeah.
I know. I knew you were having fun listening to that.
I feel like I would have skipped school for that.
Oh, totally.
It's nice now, like, that you have a job. If you have a job where you can listen to music, because you could do that as you work.
Oh, totally. Or listen to podcasts as you work.
Right. That is, like, the 2019 version, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then Grams gives Jen the tough love that we can sometimes expect from Grams. It's very hard to know where she's going to stand. And she's like, I will not let a momentary heartache squander any opportunities you may have. And then, what do you think about this? Grams puts a 48-hour cap on Jen's melancholy. Do you think that works?
I think it's like a good intention, but no, I don't think you can force yourself to get over someone. And I like that Jen's like, you can't cap my melancholy. That was a good quote, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it only works if you give yourself the deadline. Like, you're like, all right, I got dumped. I'm going to, like, all day cry, listen to sad, angry music, and eat ice cream. And then tomorrow, I'm going to move on.
I don't know. I can't, like, control my emotions that way.
No, I don't think you really can. I think if you, like, give yourself time to really wallow in it, that's good. But maybe putting a cap on, like, how much you allow yourself to wallow is smart, because you could really, like, get in a bad spiral if you're wallowing too long.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, like, very suspicious of that, like, advice, because, like, my friend had a therapist who told her once, she was like, yeah, if my husband left me, I would be sad for 24 hours and then I would be over it. I'm like, if your husband left you, you would be sad for 24 hours. I'm like, are you sure you want to take advice from this lady? Like, I don't know. That feels like you're denying yourself access to pain, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like if someone says that, they probably secretly want to leave their husband. Like,
I just don't know how you can, like, know that you'd get over something that quickly, or, like, I don't know.
yeah, no,
I don't know.
you're right. I mean, you can't really control your emotions. You just have to deal with them as best you can. I feel
Yeah.
like you can control your actions. So, like,
Hmm.
I'll let myself cry and eat ice cream all day, but then
Hmm.
tomorrow I'll be sad, but I'll go to the gym.
Right,
Like
right,
I'll
right,
do
right,
something
right.
positive too.
Yeah.
But I think Grams is just worried because Jen is doing, it sounds like a lot of wallowing. She's skipping school, she's listening to
Hmm.
her angry tunes, and maybe Grams is like, I gotta stop this behavior. Because Henry is, hell, he's not worth it.
Well, he's not worth it. But Jen, she's also, like, smiling. She's not, like, crying or, like, locked in her room.
No, she's moved to the angry phase. So that's
Right.
a little safer, I think, yeah.
I keep forgetting about this breakup with Henry because Henry means so little to me.
I know, girl. Like, what? Just gonna be
Yeah.
upset over Henry?
Right. He's too
Him?
good for that. Him? Yeah, basically. Oh my god.
Oh, I think then we're back in school, back in the Capeside High hallways.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Joey and Dawson are talking about their project.
Hmm.
Dawson kind of goes up to Joey and asks her if they can work on it together since they have to prep for this debate. And Joey is like, well, I have to work. So Dawson's like, well, I can meet you there. So Dawson's going to go to the yacht club and they're going to talk Shakespeare.
Well, this is very confusing to me, right? Because they're debating each other. So why are they working together?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, you feel like you just have your
You
little
just prepare
arguments.
on your own.
Yeah,
Yeah, you wouldn't tell the other side.
that's true. That's true.
I just found the whole thing very bizarre.
I guess, yeah, I never had an assignment like that. Like, well, actually,
Yeah.
I did do a debate once, but no, it was just like I prepared my remarks. I
Right.
knew what side I was supposed to take.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
And it feels like to tell the other side your argument, you're like kind of screwing yourself.
You are. You totally are. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's a really good point, Mary.
Plot holes left and right on this show.
Yeah, we're never going to see the debate. That's for sure.
I know. I'm like, no.
Oh.
Also, because they didn't have time to prepare because Drue kept getting phone calls.
Oh, yeah, gorgeous.
Hey,
Hey.
gorgeous. Hey.
Oh, Drue.
Oh my god. But before we get there, Jen and Pacey come over to brag about Pacey's A.
Yeah, it's funny. I feel like Pacey was waiting for Dawson to leave before he approached
Yeah.
because they're not speaking.
Nope.
They're really not friends anymore, Mary.
Yeah, if I see you and I don't speak, it means I don't fuck with you.
I think you sang that on a really early pod.
Very early
Yes.
I fucked up the lyrics.
Oh, very. Well, you got him right
I
that
was like,
time.
that's not right. It was when the song first came out.
Oh, Cardi.
Cardi. Gotta love her. Check out the big braid on Pacey.
Oh.
Well, Pacey is basically like, we have to go sailing to celebrate. You have to come. It's the last nice day of the season. And I was like, didn't Graham say it was going to rain?
She did say
And
that.
I was like, Joey's like, oh, I have to work on this project with Dawson. But I'm like, she also has to work, right? Like, it's not, like, even if she didn't have this project, it's not like she could, like, blow off work to go sailing.
Yeah, that's true too.
Right?
Yeah. Mary,
And then
Mary,
Jen
you're too
offers to
smart for the
go-
show.
I know, right? Then Jen offers to go with him instead, and she's like, but I'm not gonna make out with you, and I might throw up. If I was Joey, I'd be like, what the fuck? You better not. Don't even joke about that.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised that Jen said that.
It was weird because they did like want to have sex at one point.
Yeah, they were going to be casual sex buddies.
Yeah.
They didn't have the chemistry though.
No.
But then yeah, Joey's like, oh, those are my two things too. It's funny.
Oh God.
Oh, Mary. And then I guess Andie is getting ready to interview. I thought she was interviewing for a job at the yacht club, but it sounds like she actually just wants like either a letter of recommendation or an endorsement for her college application from Mrs. Valentine. So she's heading.
Yeah, I thought she was asking for a job too.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like from the scene, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, she's getting ready. She has like her pencil skirt, her blouse. She's doing her hair, asking Jack, up or down, what looks better? Jack's like, don't ask me hair questions.
I thought that was really
I
funny.
thought so too. I was like, Jack.
Christine, I wrote down Andie asking Jack for style chips instead of chips.
Style chips. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Like, no, I only want the Fendi chips. Don't give me those,
right?
knockoff chips. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, then she's talking to Jack, and she is kind of like, just for a moment, loses her balance and stumbles back a little bit.
Yeah.
And Jack's very concerned. He's like, oh my gosh, what's wrong?
He's a good brother.
Oh yeah, he is. Except he won't give her hair tips, but he's really good.
Well.
She's saying she's a little dizzy. It sounds like she was prescribed some medicine to take when she gets nervous. So she took some of that, and it's thrown her balance a bit. I mean, this is the first I've heard of this medicine, so.
Yeah, well, it's new.
Oh, it's new. Okay, that makes sense.
She's on a new drug, he said.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's the only side effect I've noticed, so seems to be working okay, other than the dizziness. But I wouldn't put her on True Love. I wouldn't put her on a sailboat right now.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she asked Jack, like, how do I look? And he, like, very classic, very good brother. He's like, you should be interviewing her.
Oh, I loved that.
Love Jack. Love Jack.
Jack's supportive. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like the way they're handling Andie. And they haven't, like, they're actually, like, sticking with the fact that she has these issues. And you get to see her, like, trying out a new prescription. And what are the, like, side effects of that? Like, you get to follow her journey dealing with this mental illness. And it's not just, like, I'm glad they didn't just use it for, like, drama, Yeah,
that's true. They just make it, like, a normal part of her life.
Yeah.
And like,
it's not, like, totally debilitating,
Right.
It's like something that some people have to deal with and take care of, and she manages it,
Yeah. Kind of not to say, like, Jack has a mental illness because he's gay, because obviously doesn't. But, like, they portray...
Christine.
No, I know. I was like, I don't want it to sound that way.
Yeah.
But that's how they portray him in a way, too. Because he's, in previous episodes, was like, everything is just harder for me.
Right.
Which is true. But you get to see the real everyday struggle that you'd have.
Yeah.
And I'm also glad they don't just forget that Andie had the illness and, like, never revisit it.
Right, exactly.
Because that could have happened.
Part of her life. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So Mitch and Gail are both really sick. I don't know why this is even part of the episode.
I just thought it was adorable. I was like,
it does hit.
I want to be in that kind of relationship and then be sick with them and
where you're
still
sick?
Cuddle in, like, blankets. Like,
oh my god, I hate them. I'm so sick of them.
I really like them.
Oh my god.
Oh, Mitch and Gail. Dawson's
like, maybe you should stop Frenching if you don't want to get sick.
I loved that too. Like, we can't do that, honey.
Yeah, basically Dawson spends a long time recapping the Pacey situation, and his hair is just getting longer and longer.
I love it.
And the wind is picking up outside.
Yes, the drama is rising.
Mm-hmm.
It's the exciting action.
Jen and Pacey are relaxed. Well, Jen's relaxed. She's loving the breezes. Pacey's kind of stressed about Dee. But he says that the storm is just going to pass them right overhead.
Yeah, he's nonplussed.
Yeah.
I also like how they're talking, and Jen kind of tells him, Pacey, look, I'm like the last one you want to be on a boat with if you want some relationship advice because, my perspective, teen romances are really short-lived.
Yeah, she's bitter.
Yeah, she's going to give him some teen relationship realness.
Yeah. Dropping some truth bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're at the study sesh. Drue with a U, with a liquid U,
Ugh.
has a phone call on his cell phone. I'm like, who has a cell phone in 1999? Is that where we're at? Like, what
We're
the
in like
fuck?
very early 2000s. Yeah.
Like,
He's
a rich boy.
He's rich. He's a rich boy. Yeah.
Was it a flip? I didn't really look at the actual phone.
It was like it was either a flip or like just a flat black phone.
Huh.
It must have been a flip though back then. Whoops.
Yeah, I don't know if they had like big cell phones that looked like normal phones first, or
I know. I can't remember. I didn't get one right away.
I had a flip phone like 2010.
Yeah, I got a flip phone
No.
in 2005.
Yeah, I must have got one in. God, I can't remember when I graduated from anything anymore. Maybe I had a flip phone 2007. But then I don't think I upgraded until. No, I think I had one all through college and everything.
Yeah.
I don't think I stopped having a flip phone until like 2013.
Yeah, me too. I had my flip phone for a long time.
Yeah, I kind of liked my flip.
I liked it too. Simpler times. Yeah. Although now you would get that storm alert on your cell phone. Everyone would be in the know. You wouldn't have to look at the news ticker on the television.
Yeah.
But hey, those are simpler times in some ways.
Oh, true. True.
I've nostalgia for that.
Yeah. But yeah, Drue's like kind of aware of the sexual tension between Joey and Dawson, and he wants to exploit it. And he says that Joey, she's in her bad boy phase, and he like compares her to Princess Leia. And then some rich bastard comes in and drops a bombshell about the incoming storm. This guy was such a jerk.
I call him Prime Rib Special. That's my nickname for him.
Good one.
Yeah,
if there's a storm coming, why do you need to eat a fucking prime rib?
That's his regular. He goes every. Ugh. I don't know if it's every day, but he always shows up.
You know people like that.
Yes,
right?
I know.
Get a fucking life.
I thought that was realistic. I was like, this dude, of course, would show up in the storm.
You have your rib every day. Get a life.
He needs the same table. I liked how Joey was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's not available." And he got all mad.
He was not amused.
He got all salty. Yeah. I also liked his. I wish I wrote it down, but he gave Joey like the rundown of what a storm is.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of meteorological event and blah blah blah. I was like, oh wow, look at this dude.
What a jerky.
I know.
Oh my god. So then Andie's in her interview. Oh well, there's a weather advisory flashing on the bottom of the television screen. But Drue's too busy talking to Gorgeous to notice it. So thanks a lot, Drue. You're good for nothing.
Yeah, Drue. Really useless.
Andie is in her interview, and she's, sort of saying all the right things. She's like, you can never underestimate the value of a well-rounded liberal arts education. And I was like, wow, this show has aged. Everyone wants to hate on liberal arts education.
Yeah, just wait 4 years when you have your crippling debt.
Yeah. Oh, but this woman is super rude about Andie's leave of absence. Like, she's like really nasty.
Yeah, she's
and
digging
kind of
in.
Like, she has no like shame.
No, she's a bitch.
Yeah. It's pretty brutal.
She doesn't give a fuck. No, yeah, she's like, all I care about is the Valentine name.
Oh god.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah. And then Dawson, he says that he and Pacey will never be friends again. After the greatest betrayal of my life, what's done is done. He's like, listen, Joey, Pacey never apologized to me. Pacey couldn't care less that he hurt me. And that's why I will hold this grudge till my dying day.
So dramatic.
Right? I mean, he's capital D dramatic.
Oh, D. I love him. He's crazy.
He wants Pacey to, like, self-flagellate and, like, come to him on his knees, begging for forgiveness. No, I mean, I get where Dawson's coming from, but...
Yeah.
He's doing the most.
Yeah, he totally is.
You know?
Yeah. Joey's really worried about him though, cause
About D?
no, about Pacey,
Oh, yeah.
cause she knows he's out there. He's out in the storm.
Yeah.
I don't know why she doesn't bring it up earlier.
I know. I think she's afraid of even saying his name and taking off Dawson.
Oh, true. I mean, after all
You
this, spilling his guts, probably even more so. Yeah.
Yeah. But I gotta say, like, I'm pretty happy that we're finally seeing some boat action. Like, we didn't get to see any fucking boat action from the summer, but, like, this episode kind of made up for it, because it was great. And I kept thinking, like, it must have been so much fun to film, like, being on the boat, and the waves are coming up, and you're, like, moving. And then I was like, actually, it probably sucked, because they were probably freezing and soaking wet. But it also looked like fun.
Yeah, I was thinking how scary it would be to film. I was like, oh my god, this looks hard.
It's like controlled. They're probably in
Oh.
a pool, you know?
Oh, okay. It looked really real though. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it looked fun to me. But yeah, I'm sure it was like kind of miserable. Because it probably took forever and they were probably soaking wet.
Yes, yeah. They probably were cold.
But it was so worth it. It was like, thank God we're finally getting to see some storm action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was definitely exciting.
Yeah, like so they're in the middle of the storm. Pacey is fiddling with the jib sheet.
Yes, I know. They called the jib sheet out again. I was like, awesome.
I feel like that's like the one part of the boat that like one of the writers had heard of.
Yes, it's like that's all the sailing terminology I know. So I'm gonna throw it in.
All I need.
Where's the jib sheet? Oh, you're standing on it.
Oh my god.
Mitch. Oh,
Mitch,
so smooth.
Classic Mitch. The radio though gets fried by a big wave that comes up on the boat.
oops. Yeah.
Oops.
I feel like you gotta enclose that in some waterproofing.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a
I
boat,
don't
for
know.
God's sake.
It kind of seems like I'm surprised this hasn't happened earlier because it doesn't seem like Pacey's been doing anything right.
What do you
It's
mean?
like Joey sort of says later like that Pacey never takes out the correct slips. He doesn't even have one for the true love.
Oh, he goes in whatever one's open though. They're probably so
Yeah.
expensive to get one at the yacht club.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like there was a lot of stuff, like also with the radio, you know, getting fried, and he was sort of saying things. And I mean, later Jen sort of calls him out on it. She's like, "How do you know?" And he's like, "I don't know. I've been guessing all day."
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of surprised that Joey and Pacey didn't run into any trouble over the summer, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like, I have to say Pacey did seem to know roughly what he was doing in the storm. I was like, okay, he's not like totally clueless, helpless, panicking.
No.
But I think like, I'm sure they hit rain and some storms, but this hurricane sounded like really serious.
Right.
So maybe it's just like the strength of the storm was out of his control. Like he just was like over his head with that.
It could be. I mean, it did seem intense.
Yeah. And he probably didn't want to panic Jen. I don't know.
Right, yeah. And then a storm is brewing during this interview as well.
Yeah, Hurricane Valentine, baby.
Yeah, oh boy. Andie's asked what her greatest strength is. She says it's her tenacity. Then the interviewer throws her illness in her face again. She's like, what about your illness? And I don't know. I thought Andie was able to defend herself very well.
Andie did a wonderful job. Yeah.
Yeah. She's just like, well, I was able to handle a difficult time and I got myself help. And like, that's the most important thing. Like, I was able to recognize I was in trouble and I took the time and the necessary steps to live with it and make them all, you know, so to get through it. And this lady's like, I think you belong in a state school. She's like super dismissive. I was like, oh, poor Andie. I really felt for her.
Yeah.
It's so unfair to be judged for this like one moment of her life, you know?
Of course. Really unfair.
And also, it happens to a lot of people. Like, wait till she goes to college. Everyone's going to be, you know?
Yeah, just wait till 2019, Mrs. Valentine.
Oh my God, everyone, yeah.
You won't find
real.
a youth that has not had an issue.
Right.
Seriously. But yeah, her excuse is like, well, the competitive stress of the high academic rigor will be too much for you. It's like,
Ridiculous.
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, this lady doesn't have a clue.
Yeah.
She made me really mad.
She's never been stressed in her life, I bet.
Yeah, because she's a little rich pants.
Yeah. Rich pants. Mary, my next note, I don't remember the context. I think it has to do with the storm. But it's all I wrote was the prime rib special saying, damn it.
I think it's because the storm is now exceeding hurricane force.
Oh, okay.
And he wants to get his boat.
Yeah, I know. He's like, I gotta get home. My boat's here. And the way he said it was so drawn out. I was like, wow.
He's like, damn it.
It was like
I didn't even take note of that. I must have not heard
it. Was like a slow-mo. I
didn't like prime rib special. So.
I didn't either, but I was like, I just had to write that down.
I was ignoring him.
He's crazy. He's wilding out.
Yeah. Dawson's gonna split. He's like, if you're not even gonna work with me, I'm gonna go. And then Joey's like, Dawson, Pacey, and Jen are out on the boat. Oh my god. Then Jack comes in. He's looking for Andie. And then Andie arrives too. And this fucking lady's husband shows up. He's like, 3 ships have radioed in. And the true love is not one of them. Then the windows get blown out. I mean, we're in a whole new show.
Hi,
all of a sudden.
I know.
Hot. I got shit's getting bad at sea. I mean, it's going down.
It's a perfect storm, Mary.
It's a perfect storm.
Oh.
Yes.
I love a good storm show. I was like,
I love a window getting blown out.
Yeah. Remember
a weird guy on the radio. It's good. It's perfect.
Do you remember the previous hurricane episode? How great that was? That was your other
I
favorite.
was like, this is their second hurricane.
Yeah.
They're also kind of living in 2019.
Oh, God. Yeah, that would be like one every other week.
Right? Climate change is real.
Yes, people.
And it's happening in Capeside. Oh my god. Pacey and Jen, they're changing course. They're going to ride out the storm on this little cove that Pacey knows where it is, but he doesn't know the name of it. But you know who will know? Dawson will know. Wow, this is drama.
Mary, this made me go crazy.
I did too. I lost my shit. I was like, yes!
I got so excited.
I was watching it while I was dog sitting, and this little dog is like sitting on my lap, and this dog is so fucking cute. She was like, whenever I would like get up to go to the bathroom or whatever, I would come back and she'd just like be looking at my computer, waiting for it to go. I was like, yeah, let's get back into it. And I was like, oh shit, it's going down. Like this little dog next to me. Oh my god, I loved that bit.
Yeah, I got really pretty emotional. I was like, oh,
I know.
Yeah. I put an exclamation point on my note there.
Yeah, right?
Damn.
Oh my god.
It takes a hurricane to bring these two friends back together, Mary.
Yeah, you know, it took a hurricane for Dawson to confront his mom about her cheating.
Yes.
And it's gonna take a hurricane broke up Dawson's life, and now a hurricane's gonna put it back together.
What a beautiful circle we've come. Full circle. Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah. Oh my god, I really did lose it though.
So did I.
Dawson will know.
Dawson knows it. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh.
Shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, the way Pacey delivers the line too. Oh.
Yeah. Really
looking back
drama.
in the rain, and yeah, so dramatic.
Jen's like, she's doing her like Michelle Williams bit. She's like, how do you know, Pacey? How do you know? You don't even know where we're going. It's like, oh my god. The actress is here.
I love her. Oh, love it.
Yeah. And then we're like back at the yacht club, and Dawson and Joey, they already know the truth. Broken radio, they're going to the cove. Like they knew immediately.
It was like less than a second. They already figured it out. It was like,
immediately they figured it out. And this dumbass old white man doesn't want to listen. What else is new? Right?
Yeah, Mr. Valentine, the richest white man of them all.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not willing to help.
Yeah, of course not. But Dawson's like, he doesn't skip a beat. He's like, I'm gonna go get them myself. And Drue is gonna loan Dee the keys to someone else's boat. And I wrote, oh goody, Dawson's gonna destroy another boat that isn't his.
And yeah, he is.
That's like another theme for him.
Dawson's, this will be his third destroyed boat. Didn't he destroy the regatta boat? Or no, he didn't, because Pacey got out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
But he would have. He would have let it get destroyed. Yeah. He doesn't give a fuck.
He would have. He doesn't care. He's reckless on a boat.
Oh, Dee.
Yeah. And then Joey's going too. Because, and this kind of made me tear up for a second.
Oh.
She said, I can't worry about both of you.
Very emotional. Oh, my God.
Oh, so emotional. Then fucking Drue immediately tattles on Joey and Dee. I was like... They're gonna, like, I don't know. I thought they were gonna, like, send someone out there to get him back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, like, they said that they were gonna go rescue some people. I was like, what's he, like, immediately tattling for?
I know. He's the one that gave the keys, too.
I know. But I guess it was for the best because Andie is able to delegate like a true queen. She's like, you move the tables. You, find me a radio. Figure out the frequency. You call everyone's parents. And you get a broom. And Drue's like, oh, this old bitch is like, you can't just move the tables. And then Drue's like, you want me to get a broom? What do I look like? And Andie's like, you know what you look like? A boy with nothing productive to do. I was like, hell yes.
Hell yeah, I know. I was like, that's awesome.
Him.
Andie's...
Soldier boy, tell him.
Soldier boy, tell him, yes. Oh, yeah, Andie is like definitely a boss bitch in that storm.
Because I'm a boss ass bitch. Bitch.
Oh my God, Mary. Then on the high seas, yeah. Jen is really...
High seas, indeed.
Oh, they're high and they're rolling around like crazy. Jen's really... She's panicked. She's like, all right, Pacey, it's time to confess all of the secrets.
She's in death mode.
Yeah. She's like, we're about to die. Whatever secrets you have plaguing your mortal soul, now's the time to spill it. Pacey's like, no, I'm not doing that. Probably because he's like, I don't want to die. Like, but he's like, and then Jen's like, okay, fine. If not secrets, let's share your regrets. Pacey says that he has no regrets.
I wanted to hear some of Jen's secrets. You know she's got some good ones.
Dude, that's true.
Right?
Jen, yeah. That's the spinoff. Just Jen spilling her secrets.
Jen. Yeah.
Jen, I want to just hang out with you all day.
Ugh. Love Jen.
Every day.
But Jen regrets that she has never been in love.
Thank you, Jen, for not loving Henry.
Yeah, fair play. She doesn't want to drown before I want to know what love is. Sad, right?
Yeah, sad. But she's still in high school. She's got a lot of time.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Yeah, and Henry fucking stinks.
Henry isn't worth the love, and love is worth living for, so...
Oh, Christine.
Oh.
Oh.
It's a good motivator to stay alive.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
not if you don't have it. It's like...
Yeah, but if you want it, it's still same idea.
Yeah. You know my thoughts on love.
You know what Jen's gonna get it. She
deserves it.
Yes! I mean, she's God. Everyone's
Christine, yeah!
The bourbon is kicking in, I should say.
Oh my God. I'm drinking rosé.
I like how just randomly in the pod we'll tell each other what we're drinking.
I know. I haven't been drinking during the episodes lately.
No, I've taken a little break. I've been like tea, but...
I really, after work, was like, I gotta get the wine going.
Some days, you just need it.
You just need a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, shit's getting real crazy again. Pacey.
Yeah, he's sharing his regret. He's like, actually, no, I lied. I do have one. And he regrets the way things are between him and Dawson.
I was surprised how easily he came out with that.
I mean, it wasn't like he said it right away, but yeah.
Right.
He did talk. I mean, Jen not being in love is kind of a big admission.
Oh, that's true. Maybe he felt comfortable.
Yeah.
After she said that, to be honest.
Yeah, he's like, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And then Jen always giving good advice, even if she thinks they're really gonna die. It's like, well, have you ever thought of telling him how you feel?
Oh my god. I know. I'm like, Jen, you're gonna die. It's too late.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, that's good. Keep thinking that, because then maybe
I was
he'll.
like, Pacey, don't let Dawson be your final thought.
Oh, but Mary, it's Dawson's Creek. He's everyone's final
Oh,
thought.
true. Yeah. They're not on the creek now, though. There's all these bodies of water. Like, what is this now that they're going to die in? It's not the creek, right?
I don't think so. It's probably the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be.
I would think.
Yeah.
They're out on the
Yeah.
high seas, Mary.
Right.
Oh my god.
Ooh, it's wild. But Pacey says he doesn't even think that talking would make a damn bit of difference, so he's not going to do it. Andie's on the radio with Dee and Joey. But they lose the connection. And they're all bugging out. They're like, oh my god.
They lost it pretty quickly, too. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, they were given the coordinates. Andie's like, give me your coordinates, over. Oh, shit. Give me your coordinates, over. No, we lost them! It's like, so dramatic.
Well, it was funny because, like, Dee gave her coordinates and it was, like, somewhere in Montana. I was like, oops.
Yeah, it was, like, totally wrong.
Like, that's not right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Dawson and Joey, all of a sudden they see Jen and Pacey's boat and they smash boats with them.
Yeah, that played bumper boats real hard.
Yeah. And then Jen jumps onto the other boat, scaring me to death. I was terrified she was going to end up like Abby Morgan.
So surprised no one went overboard.
I was like, I really was terrified for her.
Me too.
But I'm glad she made the leap.
She had to time the jump. Oh my god, drama.
Oh my god, Pacey refuses to leave his boat like a grade A idiot.
This was upsetting. I didn't see this coming.
Me neither. Well, first of all, they tied the boats together, did they not?
Yeah, Pacey did.
And then Pacey, like, unties them.
Ugh. Pacey's
Why?
Crazy. He's not leaving his boat. He's going down with the ship.
If they were tied together, he wouldn't have to leave it.
I don't know if the boat would be strong enough to bring them both back. It's not like a tugboat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that much about how that works. So,
Yeah,
but that's a good point. Yeah, you would think ideally it could just drag his boat along with it.
Yeah.
Unless it's too risky in the storm. I really don't know.
Maybe. But Dawson jumps over onto Pacey's boat, and they get in this big fight, and Dawson's like, I'm not leaving you. And Pacey's like, nah, I gotta stay with my boat. And then Joey's like, Pacey! And
what did Joey say?
Pacey! And then, did you not know what I said, or you did?
I really didn't, and that was funny to hear it again, though.
That is funny. So everything goes in slow motion on Joey's crying face, and Pacey's like, oh, I gotta jump into the next boat.
They jumped for Joey. Aww.
They jumped for Joey together, but I was like, was Pacey, like, suicidal? Like, what? I don't know.
That was nuts.
It was wild.
Yeah. Really like a Captain Ahab type moment there.
Oh, for real. So,
but I liked
his boat.
I did like how Pacey was like, I'm not leaving my boat, and Dawson's like, I'm not leaving you. It's like,
yeah.
Oh, another moment. It's like emotion.
Another sweet ass moment.
Yeah, it was sad to watch True Love drift away, though. It was.
I know, but we kind of missed like how they got back to shore.
Yeah, that's just like the Artful Dodger.
Right.
Was driven by Dawson, supposedly. I don't know.
I guess.
Safely back to port. Yeah, we didn't see.
How? No one else could make it. I don't know. Whatever. They make it back. They're together. It's fine. They're reunited with the olds. That rich old white guy, Prime Rib, he starts bitching about his broken boat because of course he does.
Oh my god. This was a good scene, though.
It was, because Graham swoops in to kick his ass. Yeah, she even says it. She's like, I'll kick your shriveled old butt if you make Dawson dip into his college fund to pay for your dumbass boat. And she basically calls him a sad old lonely loser, too.
Yeah, she really slaps him hard, yeah.
But I was like, he definitely has insurance, so whatever. Like, what? get over it, dude.
I know. It's like you have enough money to buy prime rib every day. Like, you could fix your gash in your hull.
Yeah, get a friggin' life.
It's not like the boat capsized.
Yeah, it's not like he's even ever boating. Like, like Graham says, you're just, like, alone in your house, like a dumb old loser, so.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So you're sad.
Yeah. Sad. Oh my god.
And Mary, speaking of getting slapped,
yeah,
Andie does some serious slapping of Mrs. Valentine.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, she's like, Andie, I have to compliment you. You really kept your head during this whole storm. And Jack is there too. And he's like, yeah, she did your job. I was like, hell yeah, Jack. I like when Jack gets sassy.
Yeah. His sass she's like, yeah. This old lady's like, you impressed me. She did a fine job. And then, the Jack attack. She did your job.
Jack attack, yes. That's a good Jack attack line.
Yeah, right? Jack's all like, this lady's like, oh, I'm going to sing your praises to the university. And Jack's like, yeah, I'm sure the university will also be very interested in hearing what a bitch they have representing them. I was so confused because I was like, couldn't they always have said this to this woman? Like, they didn't need to survive a storm to tell her off. And then Andie's like, try to understand the position you've now put me in. And I'm like, well, what exactly has changed here, actually? Like, in the outside world, in the eyes of the university, I don't see how the tables have turned.
Well, she's really, like, weak in a high-pressure situation.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the fact that this woman has power over her college admission.
Yeah, but they could tell her, like, she really fell apart. Also, I kind of feel like this is a good example.
But will the university even care? Like, I mean, this is the kind of thing. Like, these institutions, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but maybe it was her pride. I feel like it's one of those examples of, like, the revenge is a dish best served cold. It's like, she's like, now she's like, oh, I'm embarrassed. Like, oh, I misjudged Andie. And Andie's like, ha, time to get my revenge.
Yeah, it's more just about, like, shaming the woman, like.
Yeah, like getting back for the pain that she caused Andie. But Andie ultimately is like, because the woman's like, oh, you wouldn't dare tell the university.
But she couldn't. But what would she even tell them? I guess is my point. Like.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, maybe they wouldn't really care. Like, this woman doesn't know what she's doing.
In a hurricane, though. But how could you be expected to know what to do in a hurricane?
I know, it isn't. It's a stressful situation.
I don't know. I like that they told her off, but I was like, I don't understand how it's related to the storm.
I know. I mean, I guess, well, true, because, like, why would they even care if, like, Andie, because she was like, well, Andie won't be good in a high-stress situation. Yeah. But really, it's the woman that couldn't handle it.
Right. But
that's, like, an irony that a university would probably be like, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make any difference to us.
Right.
You know?
But I think, maybe it's just that woman's pride. She didn't want it to be out.
Or, I mean, I was kind of thinking they were going to, like, out her for, like, making Andie, for, like, being insensitive to her medical leave. But, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like storm-related, but, like, you're right. I don't know if they would really care.
I don't think they would.
But at the end of the day, I mean, Andie's not going to do it because... Yeah, she doesn't, as she says, derive any pleasure in wielding what little power she has over others.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not going to start shit because I'm better than you.
Yeah, she's...
Because my mama taught me better than that. I'm a survivor.
Andie is a survivor. It's true. That's a good theme song for her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Then we're with Pacey. He is super sad because all of his happy memories left with that boat.
That is a lot of memories to sink.
Yeah, I mean, he did work extremely hard on it. It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
Joey is mad as hell, but she was terrified for him. And next time that he's in a life or death situation, he better think for two.
This was another heartwarming moment.
It made it sound like Pacey was pregnant.
Ah!
You're thinking for two now, Pacey.
That would be a plot twist.
Yeah, right. But apparently Joey knew that Pacey knew that Dawson was going to come for him. So they all know each other crazy well.
That's true. They do have a very deep relationship.
Yeah. Oh, Christine, then we're with your boy Mitch.
Oh. Yeah, but I think before that, I just wanted to say, like, when Pacey and Joey are together,
Yeah.
is this when they're talking about Dawson? Like, whether they hang out or not, he's still a part of you, Pacey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
Maybe.
how could you pretend you're whole if you pretend that he doesn't exist?
Oh.
I thought that was kind of nice. It's like,
That is nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, this was a sweet scene because Mitch is very proud of Dawson.
Oh, yeah.
As he should be. Because Dawson really, I mean, that was very brave. He didn't even hesitate. He's like, I'm going out to get my friend. And Mitch, I liked what he told him. He's like, you know what? It's unfair because you were the hero. You saved the day, but you still don't get the girl. But you really, Dawson, you got something better. You get the moment. You get the knowledge that you've done a great thing, and that's something that you can always look back on and be proud of.
Yeah.
I was like, that's
That was
that's
nice.
a nice father-son moment. That's sweet.
Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah. Mary was not like, I hate Mitch in that moment.
Yeah, Mitch was okay there.
Aw.
Yeah. And then we have a nice Jen and Grams moment.
Yes.
Jen thanks Grams for standing up for Dawson. And she's like, oh, Grams, I gotta play you some Angry Femme music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, Jen, where's my mixtape? Then Grams has a total freak out because she thought that Jen was a goner. And actually, Grams lost her faith when she thought that Jen wasn't going to make it. And Jen very sweetly says, that's because you lent it to me. And then Grams immediately tries to twist this kindness from Jen into a church-going bargain. And I was like, oh, Grams is going to Grams, I guess. What else can we expect?
Yeah, this reminded me of that. I think our mom had a copy of this poem up in our house, Mary, that Footprints poem.
Yes,
Does it remind you of that?
Yes. Yes. Oh my God.
But Jen, it was much more sincere.
Yes.
Oh
my God.
Oh
Jen
yeah,
running into each
baby.
other.
Woo!
But how are they running into each other? Because I thought Jen and Grams just went home.
I don't know. I guess she's at the club.
I guess, but where's Grams then? Well, anyway, I see now why Drue was not cast as Jack, because this guy cannot stop blinking. He's like blinking like crazy. I'm like, dude, keep your eyes open.
I didn't notice that. I'll have to look for that.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's like blinking all constantly.
That's crazy. Wow.
And like, oh shit, they have bad blood. They know each other from New York.
Is it bad blood or just a history?
Oh, seems like bad blood. Jen is like, Drue Valentine, you are bad. Drue Valentine, you are bad news.
I think he's like Jen, the girl who set New York on fire. I feel like he's like got some hot blood for her.
What, everybody from New York on the, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, New York, Capeside are very closely related. Like,
apparently, yeah, it seems like Drue wants the Jen.
Oh, yes, he does. I'm excited. I kind of want to see what happens with this.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll see.
Jen. I feel bad for her. She's always getting the crazies, though.
Maybe she'll fall in love with Drue. I mean, Henry's gone.
Henry
Jen
sucks.
loves to hate him.
Yeah, Henry's the worst. Drue might be fun, and he's at least attractive.
You think?
I mean, kind of.
He's decent.
Better than Henry.
Oh, he's better than Henry, but
I'll have to look at the blinkiness. That was
kind of dorky. Yeah, he's blinking the whole way through the scene. I was like, oh my God, dude.
Drue seems a little, at least, like, more, I mean, slightly saner and more confident than Henry.
He's more confident, but he's cocky.
Well, that's true. He's too cocky.
Yeah.
He's kind of an instigator. And Jen is like, I don't know. She doesn't need that right now. What does she say? Drue Valentine and Capeside. God help us all.
Yeah. But it does kind of seem like, like Drue is kind of the male version of Jen.
They could be. I mean, they could be
'Cause
kind of
he's,
fun
like-
together.
Yeah, because he stirs up shit at the club. He like impersonates that rich family. He rebels against his mom. He's like stirring the
Yeah.
pot. Like
Yeah.
he's rejecting his upbringing too.
Yeah, that's true. I think, I don't know. I was kind of excited at this hint. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
This was a good episode.
This was such a good, this was one of my favorites.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was good. Yeah, and then we've got this great scene to close it all out where Pacey swallows his pride, comes over to Dee's house. Dee's doing yard work, you know.
Yeah, he's got the gloves on.
Yeah.
You gotta clean up that
Pacey-
hurricane storm damage, you know.
Yeah, right. Pacey wants to thank Dawson. And Dawson says, you know, Pacey, you would have done the same thing. Pacey's like, well, I hope that I would, but I don't know. And then he apologizes to Dawson for his role in all the pain of the past year and for ruining their friendship because he misses the friendship and he hopes that someday they can be friends again, even though he knows that one conversation won't fix it. And Dee just says, until then.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I kind of feel like things might be okay between them once Dawson is into someone else, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like Dawson needed that apology. Like for anything
Yes.
to develop, yeah.
Well, he deserved it. I mean, I don't know. I think it was right for Pacey to apologize. I mean, even though I feel like Pacey didn't do anything wrong, I still think like Pacey should have been more honest about his feelings for Joey earlier so that it wouldn't have been such a shock.
Yeah, I feel like it would make sense to apologize just because you know how much she means to him.
Right.
Yeah, just be like, hey, look, I know she means a lot. I'm sorry, but I can't help it. This is how I feel.
Yeah, and also just like the way, I mean, I feel like Pacey was like really aggressive and insulting to Dawson. Even when he had Joey, you know, like he was kind of doing salt in the wounds sort of stuff.
Yeah. And I think part of it, he was probably a little still jealous of Dawson because him and Joey were so close.
Yeah.
It's not an excuse, but I think this is like a great first step to hopefully mend the friendship and be a step forward.
I hope so.
What an episode, Mary.
I know.
Woo!
It was a doozy.
What a wild ride. I know. This was wonderful, though. This is a great one. Especially after last week's was a little bit of snooze, so.
Yeah, last week's was kind of a snore fest.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, Pacey's failing. This was like, oh, they're going to die at sea. It was like a lot more action-packed.
Hell yeah. Woo.
Yeah, everyone's confessing their sins and their regrets.
That's my favorite. I love when that
Friends
happens.
are apologizing, getting back together. There's a debate.
Yeah, some Shakespeare.
There's a lot. There's an old rich guy in a broken boat. Grams is clapping back. There's so much happening.
Yeah, everything happened. A nice,
This is a good
heartwarming moments.
Yeah. Would you say this is like top 5? I feel like this doesn't get mentioned as like the top episodes.
I'd say this is top 5 I've seen so far, yeah.
I liked it a lot.
I feel like if I watched it when I was younger, maybe I would get more into the romance stuff. I just can't get
Yeah.
as excited about high school romance now that I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, that's very fair.
It just doesn't have that same pull on my heart, but
Yeah, it's like, okay, you'll be over it.
yeah, I'm like that's nice, but yeah.
Someday you will not remember his name.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. So, it's good stuff. So Christine, we had 2 weeks to do our dare. Did you do your dare?
You know, Mary, I was thinking about this today. I was like, we had 2 weeks, 2 full weeks to do the dare. And then I was like, shit, I don't even remember what my dares were.
Oh.
So
Me
no.
too.
You too? Oh, Mary.
Yeah, today I was like, fuck, I had 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then all my dares were so niche. Like, I could see the darkness in you or something. And I was
That's
like,
a good dare.
Can't. I know, but
That's like that Mad Men quote I think about every day.
Think about that every day.
Basically, yeah. I know you're all
That's
feeling the
wild.
darkness today.
Wow.
Oh, no, I didn't do a single dare.
But you know what? Last week we both did them.
I know, yeah. So it's all right,
You win some, you lose some.
as they say.
This was a really good episode, but I didn't write down a lot of quotes.
I wrote down a couple.
Okay.
Do you want me to start then?
You could, but I only have like 3 or 4 options.
Oh, well, you could start then if you want. I don't have a ton either, but I have some.
Well, go ahead. You give me some then.
All right. I want to give you. Let's see. I want to give you. You can't cap my melancholy.
You can't cap my melancholy?
Yeah, that's I don't know if you're ever talking about being sad.
Okay.
I liked that quote a lot. That was a standout for me.
Yeah, I like that.
Let's see. Oh, I'm going to give you this one. This is one that we didn't talk about, but it's the first sign of the storm when Pacey and Jen are on the boat.
Yeah.
And it's like a bump from the waves, and Jen's like, "What's that?" So your quote is, "That is a gift from the gods."
Oh.
I think that would be kind of a fun one. You could say that in all sorts of ways.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'll give you one more. Wait, let me see if I have anything else written down because I kind of want to give you this one, but I just want to check real quick. Yeah, I want to give you Damn It. From Old Prime Rib Special. Yeah.
So I just have to elongate it?
Yeah, you gotta enunciate the
Okay. Damn
it.
All right. Okay, these are yours. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready, Mare.
Okay. No matter where your life takes you, you can look back and know you did a great thing.
Oh, a Mitch quote.
Oh. Okay.
You can look back and say?
Look back and know you did a great thing.
Look back and know. Hopefully we can all do that someday.
Right?
Listeners. I know you all did a great thing because you're all listening to our podcast.
You could say, don't ask me hair questions.
I was going to give you that. Yeah, I like that.
That's a fun one.
I'm going to have to wear my hair real big and curly and say that one day. Don't ask me hair questions. That's fun.
Okay, or do you want an Andie quote, or do you want
give me a Dawson quote. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if I have a Dawson quote. I feel like I had one. Oh yeah, or a Dawson quote. Yeah, you said you wanted a Dawson quote.
I'm gonna regret that.
Yeah. Well, you have to call something the biggest betrayal of your life.
So dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like I said last week, you can use it in jest. So
yeah, the biggest betrayal of my life.
What was the biggest betrayal of my life?
I have to do a hair flip at the same time, and then say,
You
"Don't ask me hair questions."
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the Andie one? Just out of curiosity.
The Andie one was just you can never underestimate the value of a well-rounded liberal arts education.
That was a good quote too.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that would be applicable at my old job where I worked with a lot of liberal arts. Well, actually, I worked with a lot of STEM people, but anyway.
Anywho.
All right, listeners, maybe we'll do our dares next week. Maybe we won't. There's only one way to find out. You got to come back and listen.
Yeah, come back and listen. Listeners, we are on iTunes. Leave us a 5-star review. We do it for the stars.
That's it.
No, we do it for you. But if you like the show, we love feedback. So tweet at us or leave us a review if it's positive. We don't want any negative in our review. So if it's positive, Leave that review, tweet at us, interact with us. We're super friendly. And we have fun tweeting gifs and stuff. Our Twitter handle is at When Dawson Cries, WAH Dawson Cries.
Nice, Mare. You got the wham.
Did it.
The first try. I was like, ooh.
I know. I was like, don't overthink it, Mary. Just do it.
That's like, actually, that's a good mantra for everything. Don't overthink it.
God. Yeah, I overthink everything, every interaction.
I try to think as little as possible. No, I'm just kidding. But it does.
That's not true.
You can really tell when you're overthinking how it fumbles you up in some ways. So
yeah, big time.
yeah, but I don't know, listeners. I hope you had as much fun listening to this pod as we had recording it. This was a great episode, as Mary and I have said. So we're excited to see what else is in store for our characters in season 4.
Yeah, loving it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and we're looking forward to talking with you next week.
Bye.
Bye.